year has already passed by since when I made a early mock draft for the 2020 NBA draft, and in that video I ranked Cole Anthony as being a top 3 pick. I saw everything that he actually had. He was super explosive, he had all of the intangibles, and I really thought that coming into the NBA draft this year, he'd be the most ready prospect. And my mind on that really hasn't changed all that much. But let's talk about Cole Anthony and let's talk about where I think he's going to be going as far as the NBA draft goes and just how good I think he can actually be. So let's get straight into it. Alright, so what is good YouTube? It's your boy LegendaryEA and we are back here with another video, and today we're going to be talking about Cole Anthony. And like I said before, man, you guys already know that I've made so many videos talking about some of these top prospects in this year's draft. I made one on LaMelo last year, kind of before all the hype, and I'm probably going to be redoing that video because a lot has changed. But of course, the last one I did was on James Wiseman, so go ahead and check out that video. And as always, if you guys enjoyed these kind of videos and want to see more, make sure to go ahead and spam that like button. Let's get 90 plus likes for another one. And of course, go ahead and hit that subscribe on this channel. We do the rebuilds on 2K, we do the 2K rebuilding series, and we talk about basketball and trending topics as well. But yeah, if you guys enjoy these kind of videos, let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section below. Leave a comment about where you guys think Cole Anthony is going to be getting drafted to and how good you guys think he's going to be. But I mean, other than that, let's talk about Cole Anthony. So Cole Anthony is a 6'3" combo guard coming out of North Carolina. He's the son of NBA player Greg Anthony, and the dude is a straight up baller. I believe last year whenever I made my mock draft, I had him going somewhere in the top 3 because I saw him coming out as being one of the more pro-ready players just because of his IQ. Now during that time, I did say that I thought that LaMelo would be better than him in the future, but at that time, I could understand why somebody would think that Cole Anthony was better, and that still remains true. Of course, this year his draft stock did slide, and UNC was not that good, but I don't really put the blame on him. He was out for some time with a knee injury, and that's probably one of the biggest reasons for him sliding is just because of the injury concern and just the way that some of the other prospects in his class shot up all of the rankings while he was actually out. At the end of the day, Cole Anthony last year was the 3rd rated player in his class according to 24/7 and the #1 combo guard, and like I said, he went to North Carolina. So if you guys follow high school basketball, you already know how good Cole Anthony is. That's pretty much why he went through the circuit last year, playing in the McDonald's All-American game, playing in the Jordan game, and all of these other All-Star games for high school, and took home the MVP for almost every single one of them because the dude is a straight up baller. He's super explosive, he's a 2-way player, he's a dynamic scorer, and he really competes on both ends. If there's a comparison, there are 2 players that I can really compare him to in my opinion, and those 2 players are Donovan Mitchell and Russell Westbrook. The only reason why I'm saying Russell is because he's super bouncy and super explosive, and he can really score whenever he wants to. Donovan Mitchell seems like a better comparison to me because he has really good body control as well. That Donovan comparison is really good to me. He shows that he has a really high IQ, which is why last year I did think that he would be the most pro-ready prospect along with Anthony Edwards because Edwards had the size. But if we're going straight off of skill set, I understood it. Like, he doesn't look like he forces anything with his game. He's a very patient player, which really stands out. As a lot of these players coming out of the draft now, you literally can tell that their go-to is the only scorer. And yes, Cole Anthony is definitely a score-first kind of player, but the way that he does it, the intangibles that he has, and just how easy it actually looks, he's not forcing anything, and that's what I really think stands out about him. So currently, in his 22 games at UNC, he averaged about 19 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. Yes, he only shot about 38% from the field with an effective field goal percentage of only 45%. And as well, from 3, he didn't shoot all that good either, about 35%. But I do think that that is going to definitely improve. As I said before, most of the year he was dealing with some injuries. But at the end of the day, I really think that he can be a really good player. So let's talk about some of the teams that could actually potentially draft him. So just looking at it, Currently, Cole Anthony sits around going around the 5th spot to around, at lowest, he'll go 9th. But some teams like Detroit, who in my opinion, they do need a point guard. I don't think that Derrick Rose is going to be there long term. I think he fits in there as well. But the team that, if anything, I really expect him going to, which would make the most perfect sense, is honestly the New York Knicks. And it's crazy because he's actually from New York as well, so it'd pretty much be like him going home. The Knicks are in dire need of a point guard, and I know the last time the Knicks went after a super bounty point guard, it was trading Kristaps to get Dennis Smith Jr. Yeah, however, even during that time, Dennis Smith didn't have the basketball IQ that Cole Anthony currently has, and Dennis Smith Jr. never has really been a good defensive player. So I do think that he does end up going to the New York Knicks. I've also seen him on mock drafts going to the Washington Wizards to back up John Wall. But I do think that the Knicks are a really good option. Or depending on where the Phoenix Suns land in the lottery, they could honestly be in contention to get him as well. So I really think that he's going to be a really good player. And if it wasn't for insane seasons by Anthony Edwards, LaMelo, Obi Toppin, and those guys, and Denny, I do think that he would actually be in contention for actually being the top pick in this year's draft, along with the injury concerns, because as I said before, whenever you have a prospect where they are super athletic like this, and a lot of the game just does come from their athleticism, when they have that knee injury or something like that, that is definitely going to stand out whenever you are evaluating them. Whenever you have a really explosive player and they have a knee injury, it does take a hit on their draft stock. But at the end of the day, I do think that Cole Anthony is going to be just fine. I really want to hear what you guys think about it in the comment section below. I know that this wasn't really a long video, but I really just want to hear what you guys have to say. As with all of the videos, it's really just to start a discussion. I think that whenever Cole Anthony gets into the NBA, he's to be a phenomenal player on any team that he's on. Preferably, it's actually in New York. I could see that working out so well. Him and RJ Barrett in the backcourt. Yes, it's not a lot of spacing for right now. That duo could definitely be special in a few years if it actually happens. But at the end of the day, you guys, I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think about Cole Anthony in the comment section below. What is your player comp to him? I see a lot of Donovan Mitchell, but I see a mixture of a lot of guys in there. But anyways, guys, make sure you go and like it up, and of course subscribe. And let me know who you guys want to do it with next. It's probably gonna be Onyeka if I'm gonna be honest. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace, y'all.